What's up, family? I'm Mariah.
It's your boy Kyle.
And we are Sanders Party of Two. Okay, so today we're talking about PCOS, or Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. I'm not gonna claim it. I was diagnosed with Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, or PCOS. Whew, okay, I need to take a break.
You alright?
Yes, this is just really difficult. Okay, many people look at my life, my social media platforms, my accomplishments, and think that I'm perfect or close to perfect. And I don't tell them that they're wrong. But I truly want to live my life for God, and I want God to get all of the glory from my story. And that can't happen if I don't walk through the obstacles that are in my life. And one of those obstacles is PCOS. I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was in middle school. I believe it was 6th grade. And essentially PCOS is a common health problem in women. 1 in 10 women actually experience PCOS. 50% of those women don't know that they have it. So it's pretty common, but it's not something that's talked about often. It's a hormonal imbalance problem. And so what that means is that women with PCOS have more androgens, or male hormones. And those male hormones cause symptoms like excessive hair on your body, on your arms, your legs, even sometimes facial hair on your sideburns and underneath your chin and on your neck area, acne, and then other male traits that happen from an excess of male hormones. Another symptom is also baldness. So some men bald typically in these areas here, or their hairline starts to recede. That is a result of the androgen hormone. And women with PCOS have an excess amount of these hormones, and it causes many different problems. It's called Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. Poly means many, and cysts on your ovaries. So most women with PCOS have a lot of small cysts on their ovaries. Typically the cysts aren't cancerous or anything like that. They don't cause any major problems unless they get very large, and then you'll have to have them removed through surgery. Otherwise they're functioning cysts, so that's not the problem. But the major disadvantage of polycystic ovarian syndrome is that women have male traits, or traits that are typically associated with men. And I'm one of those women. I have a lot of excessive hair on my body. I have lots of acne on my back and on my face. I also have started to lose my hair in places that that's hard to say. Whew. Okay. I have started to lose my hair on the sides, and that's very common with women who did not have but were diagnosed with PCOS. But I'm choosing to fight from this point on. My entire life I have felt alone, different, bizarre, exotic, not normal, whatever normal is, not normal. And it has been a struggle. But I can tell you one thing, it's even harder to choose to fight. You know, to choose to research, especially after you've been told over and over again by many different doctors, we don't know the cause, there's nothing that we can do to help you, or giving out, birth control like candy to balance your hormone, and, treating the symptoms but not the root cause. And so sometimes it's difficult to fight. It takes courage to fight. But the reason I wanted to do this video is because I want to encourage somebody, and I want to give God the glory for my entire story. I don't want people to look at me and see a perfect picture. I want people to look at me and see what God can do. I want people to look at me and immediately give God glory. I want God to get all the glory from my story, and I don't want to hide anymore. I want freedom. And so I've decided to start fighting. I've decided to start doing research. I've decided to start eating better, working out more, and doing whatever I can to make my body a healthy place so that I feel more comfortable in my body. I've also decided to make a doctor's appointment. I've been dreading going to the doctors because I didn't want to fight it. It's much easier to mope around. It's much easier to feel sorry for myself. It's much easier to say, God, why me? But God responded and said, why not you? You have a platform. You have a voice that you're not afraid to use. You are my child. Why not you? And so I'm going to walk through this thing. And I'm going to invite as many women as possible to walk through it with me, because I want other women out there with PCOS to know that you are not alone. You are not bizarre. You are not a freak. You are not weird. You are not alone. And I'm no health professional or doctor or anything. The purpose of this video is really for encouragement, and just to let other women know that you're not alone. PCOS, like I said before, has lots of many different symptoms. So you could be super hairy, or you can have lots of hair loss or acne. Some women think that they are infertile. You can be diabetic, you can be obese. Some women have all of those symptoms. But I am here to tell you that no health issue or problem is one size fits all. I'm not infertile. I'm not overweight. I've been taking care of my body. I've been eating right. I've been being healthy and, making good choices for my body, and just being courageous enough to decide that I want to fight this thing. But I want to encourage somebody, whether your health issue is PCOS or diabetes or high blood pressure or whatever your thing may be. Let God use your insecurity. Let God use your health issue in order to glorify His name. Let God use your thing to glorify His name. Because at the end of the day, that's why we're all on this journey, right? That's why we're all moving through life, right? We want to glorify God. We want to show people how good God is. Let Him do that by showing people how you gracefully walk through what you're going through. Put God's power on display. That's what I'm choosing to do, because I believe I'll be victorious. I believe I'll figure out how to bring my hair back, whether it's through holy oil or black castor oil or whatever medicine or whatever vitamin. I believe that there is something for me. I'm choosing to have the faith to trust God that I will get through this thing. And that's really why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to publicly address this thing, and I wanted to publicly say, you know what? I was diagnosed with PCOS. You know what? It is hard looking in the mirror every single day because I don't look like other girls. You know what? It is extremely difficult to see my hair falling out at the age of 24, but I choose to fight. I choose to oil my scalp even when it doesn't look like it's working. I choose to take my vitamins even when I feel like it's not getting any better. I choose to believe that God can and will heal my body. I choose to believe that. And I won't allow anybody else to call me perfect or see me as perfect, because God doesn't get the glory from that. He only gets the glory when you see me walk through this thing. And that's what I'm gonna do. And y'all probably wondering why Kyle is here.
I'm just here for support.
Exactly.
Mariah's been talking about doing this video for so long and been like kind of psyching herself out from doing it. But I'm proud of her for finally, just going through with it, because she knows it's going to help so many other people, because they're not talking about, what's going on, but she know they can, be delivered from, what she's going through. So I'm really, really proud of her for stepping up and doing this video. Really proud of her.
When I was younger, I just knew that I would never get a boyfriend, like let alone a husband. When I met Kyle, I was so afraid to tell him. Like, everybody can see, oh, I'm hairy, I got hair on my arms. Everybody can see that. And that's semi-normal. But everybody can't see what I look like when I wake up in the morning, And I was so afraid to tell him. But God, Kyle has been so supportive of me, y'all. He has been just heaven sent, honestly. Embarrassment is a common feeling with women that deal with PCOS. We feel so unladylike. Whatever it means to be a woman, we feel the opposite of that. We feel so different. And for him to see me and still choose to love me, and then have the faith to believe and agree in prayer with me that I will be victorious, has just been amazing. Okay, so if you are watching this video and you have PCOS or any other health issue that you're dealing with right now, here's what I want to say. First, I want you to admit it. Admit that there is a weakness. Don't claim it. Don't say I have this or I have that, but admit it. I was diagnosed with whatever the doctor said, whatever is in my body. Admit it. Because here's the beautiful thing about admitting that there is a weakness. His strength is made perfect in our weakness. While I'm weak, he is so strong. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to pretend like there's no issue. I don't have to pretend like I'm okay. I don't have to pretend like PCOS doesn't exist. I can admit it. Because his strength is made perfect in my weakness. That doesn't mean that you are submitting to the weakness. That means that you're submitting the weakness to God and allowing him to move through it and through you. And another thing that I want you to do, decide to fight. Decide that you are going to allow God to do this thing, because you got to give him permission. He will get the glory and you will get the victory. Decide to fight it. I know it takes courage to fight. I know that it's easier for you to just fuss and pout and mope around. I know that that's easy. I know that you might be scared because you tried before and it didn't work. You took the vitamins and it didn't work. You tried the cream and it didn't work. You had the surgery and it didn't work. But I encourage you to choose to fight again. I'm choosing to fight again. Fight with me. Fight your battle right next to me while I'm fighting my battle. And really stay encouraged knowing that this is a part of your story, but it's not the end of your story. PCOS is a part of my story. I have to accept that. This is a part of my story, but it is not the end of my story. There are so many more chapters for me to write. There's so much more for me to do. There are so many more people that I need to lead to delivery. This ain't the end of my story, and it's not the end of your story, but it is a part of your story. Another thing that is extremely important while fighting this battle is friends, people. The enemy will use your health issue to cause embarrassment, shame, isolation, to keep you from your victory. But you need friends to get through this battle. I know for me personally, y'all, like there are some days I wake up and what I see in the mirror is so discouraging that I can't even pray for myself. But I can call my friends and my sisters and say, look, today is one of those days and I need you to pray. And they'll pray for me. They'll send me oils and hair products, and they'll send me scriptures and prayers, and they will literally get me through this battle. So you cannot do it alone. Don't try to do it alone. Get you some praying friends, some praying sisters, some encouraging people in your circle that will truly pull you through this battle, because you cannot fight this fight alone. That's what the enemy wants you to do, but that is not how we were created to live. You need people to get through this. So get you some praying friends. I hope that this video educated you on PCOS, and I hope that this video gave you a glimpse into my life and what I'm dealing with and what we're dealing with. And I hope that it encouraged you to fight and have courage. I hope that it encouraged you. We're Sanders Party of Two, and we out.